Alright, so this is the lecture number 82 in our DSA series, and for now we are solving the problems related to strings, and this is the second problem over the strings, and we have done a very interesting problem in the last video of the strings, which is like printing all the substring which are palindromic. Now we are going to cover important questions also, that is remove the duplicate from a continuous string. So what is continuous string? I'm going to explain that also. So let us directly see what we are going to see. So we are going to see a problem which is duplicacy removal, or whatever you want to call it. Fine. So the input is, let us say you have been provided a string called a b sorry b1 and c d e and again what a. Let us say we have been provided this string. You can see we are 3 a's here and 4 b's here, sorry 5, and 4 e's here and 5 a's here. So at the output, what we have to do, we have to simply consider only one a and only one v and only one c and then d and e and a again. So we have to print this output. That means we have to remove all the duplicates in the continuous form from this array. As you can see, we were having a here also and we were having a here also, but for here also we have to print 1a, and for here we also have to print 1a. So that is what we have been asked from the user, and we have to do this. Let us so first strategy is like you should be able to do this, program by your own, but still I want to explain here. So let us see. First of all, we'll have to analyze what we have to achieve. So we have to achieve this. So if we have analyzed what we have to achieve, then what we will do, let us say initially we take this character. Fine, and you already know index is index basing strings. So if we take this character, then now we are onto this character. If the current character is the equal to the previous character, then we will not choose this. So currently we are having only a. Now we'll check this. If this is also the previous one is what? Let us say this is previous and this is current now. If this is again equal to the previous, then we will again not choose this. Still we have only one a. Now we are at here. So if b is equals to the previous one, no it is not, then we'll choose b into this. We will add this b into this. Now now previous is not pointing to a, previous is pointing to this. Fine. Now we are at here. Is c is equal to b? No it is not, then we will pick one c here. Now previous is pointing to this c. Now current is pointing to this one. Now if this c is equal to the previous one, yes it is, then we will not take any further c's. This will also not be chosen, this will also not be chosen, this will also not be chosen. Now our previous was pointing to this c. Now we are at here. Fine. If we are at here, we'll compare this d with c. If it is equal to c, no, then we'll choose d. So now this previous would be pointing to this. Now let us suppose we are at it here. This is current. So if it is equal to d, no it's not, then we'll choose e also. And like if you understand the concept, then you already know no e will be pick up here, and previous would be pointing to e. Now we are on a's. If a is equals to e, no it's not, then we'll choose a, and no further a will be entertained. So this is a very simple algorithm. Let us simply very quickly write it. So we have taken the input from user. Now what we have to do, let us say I'm defining a string also. Let us call it as answer, and initially I'm putting first char into answer, char of a. That means it will put what? It will put first character from a. One more important concept I want to explain here is, let us say I want to assign a character into a string. As you can see, we are getting an error. So for resolving things, what we have to do, we will add a, let us say this is c. This cannot be directly assigned into a string, because this is type for this is character and type for the variable for which we are about to assign is string. So for that we'll have to add this character into a string, or let us say I want to add this into a blank interesting string. Then after adding this will be also added into that string. Then we can assign into that. Like we can add characters to the strings. Like we have this opportunity, Java gives us. So we'll use that opportunity. So what I will do, I will simply write plus black and string. We do have some other approaches also, like we can convert this character into a string also, but I found this is a bit easy for me, so that is why I have chosen this. You can choose whatever you want to do. I mean, both of them are fine. So now what I have to do, I have to start from I is equals to 1, because we have already chosen a 0th character, so we'll have to start from I is equal to 1. We will go till s dot length. Now we'll have to, either we can take the previous character, or what we can do, yeah, let us take previous. Let us take a variable called previous, and previous, initially previous would be what, s dot char at 0. Fine, because previous, let us suppose initially previous is pointing to the initial index. We'll check if previous is equals to what, current char, so that is s dot char at I. If it is equal to this, then what we will do, will not do anything. If it is not equal to this, then we'll do something. What we'll do, we will append the current character into a string, s dot char at I, not 0, at I. Fine. And if it is not equal to this, then what we'll do, we will simply take current character into previous one. So s dot char at I, whether it is equal to previous one or not, in any case we will be taking the current character into the previous one, so that we can let me explain one more concept here. Is, let us say we were having a, b, c and c. So let us say previous previous was pointing here, now we are onto this, and this is not equal to this, then we will take b into this, let us say c into this. Now if this element is ended 10 or this is done, then we will assign this character into the previous one, so that we can compare this with this. Fine. So that is why I have written this condition. We have to analyze it. So we are done with the code. Now we just have to print the answer. Let us see this quickly, what we are going to print. Of course we will simply print the answer, but the thing here to notice is what is going to print onto the user screen. So system.out.println of answer, not s. Let us see this into running. First of all, we'll have to provide the input. So the input can be provided a, b, c, d, e and f, and you will see we will only get one a, b, c, d, e, f. So if we got one a, b, c, d, then our program is correct, and we'll push this code into the GitHub so that you can download the code from there. Let us firstly see whether we are wrong or right. So as you can see, we are getting a, b, c, d, e, f. That means our code is correct. And this was a really simple program also, and I hope I was able to explain you the exact concept of this particular program. So that is why I have chosen this code. Or if you like this video, or if you have learned anything from this video, then hit the like button. And if you are new to this channel, then do consider to subscribe to the channel also, because I'm going to publish more DSA related content on this channel. So you will be more beneficial from this channel. So that is why you should subscribe to the channel. And if you do have any concern or questions, then you can connect with me over LinkedIn. We'll discuss the queries there also. And so that's it from my side for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.